Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another Dark Souls 3 build video. Today I'm going to be showcasing my low-level regen build, which I can honestly say in low-level PvP gives you a pretty unfair advantage. I created this build because I've been seeing a ton of YouTube videos of people ganking at soul level 20 to 30, fighting 3v1, and being proud of killing the invader. So I really wanted to give them a taste of their own medicine. And I thought, what better way to do that than to create a build that can literally fight 3v1 no problems. I never even have to Estus, and I take them out with little to no difficulty. The first thing you may notice is this build's ability to take damage. I got hit at least 10 times in that little scuffle, and it didn't even do a ton of damage. Honestly, the damage absorption on this build and health pool is what makes it so crazy. Top that with its regen abilities, and it becomes a legit immortal tank. Just to showcase this build's damage absorption, I really just kept walking into the enemies, letting them attack me, and look how long it takes for them to deplete my health bar. Of course, I couldn't let that go unnoticed. I had to go finish them off afterwards. They don't get to feel like beasts. I want them to feel the fear of my build. And this guy was so scared, he legit took to suicide. He ran away from me and just decided to roll off the cliff. Albeit it could have been the beast beside me, but check out the trading on this attack. That's from Smog's Great Hammer, and mine is just a straight sword. My damage is far outranking theirs. This is the same guy attacking me with the Dragon Slayer Great Axe. And honestly, you can just trade with this build. You don't even have to try to dodge. You can just walk at them and let them attack you because you're going to win. A lot of people at the low-level PvP range make the mistake of leveling strength and dex, and you're really not going to get much damage output from that. You're not going to get any scaling with the amount of points that you can pour into them at this level. And it's because of that that I feel in low-level PvP, your health pool is the most important aspect. While they waste their points on strength and dex, you can use those wasted points for your health and just have a raw weapon at this point and it will match their AR. Honestly, the raw Astora straight sword that I'm using usually outdamages even the ultra great swords at this level. Using a raw weapon at this level is definitely the way to go. And just quickly, I want to showcase just how powerful this build really is. I created this with the idea of 3v1 in mind. So when I went to use this in a 1v1, I just had the hugest unfair advantage. You may also notice that I do not have Blessed Weapon on. That's because I was in a fight club and I was just taking them all out and I ran out of mana. But that's fine, the build's strong as it is. You don't really need the regeneration, it's just kind of a bonus. Just watch carefully at the damage output of the Godhard Twin Swords. When I trade with an L1, I do more damage with a single R1 than he does with an L1 of his buffed Dark Moonblade Godhard Twin Swords. And at this point, I know I'm going to win, so I just let him take a whole bunch of hits on me, and check it out, it's taking so long for him to do even a decent amount of damage. I don't even need to move, I literally just sit there attacking, and it finishes it. But yeah, enough of the showcase guys, I'll get to the build stats for you because I'm sure you're wondering what it looks like. Alright bros, let's move on to the stat layout for this build. Before I get into any of the stat layout, I want you guys to know that you should start as the Deprived class. It's the most beneficial for the way the stats need to be laid out with this build. Moving on to the first place you should invest your points, which is Faith. You need 15 Faith to be able to use the Blessed Weapon. Also, you need 12 Faith to be able to use on your straight sword, but once you make it to 15, that doesn't matter anymore. And once you've invested your 5 points into Faith, the rest literally goes into Vigor. So whether you want this build to be level 20 or level 30, that's really up to you. The lower you go, the more beneficial it will be for you. But I decided to go to 23 because I was able to get my Faith to 15 and still able to get 27 Vigor. And the reason I have an extra 5 in Vitality, Endurance, and Vigor is because I'm wearing the Prisoner's Chain. So you know. But yeah, that's pretty much the stat layout guys. So I'm going to go take you over to my weapons now. As you guys know, I use the Raw Astora Straight Sword +2. And the reason it's +2 guys is because when you're invading, you can invade someone who has a unupgraded weapon all the way to someone who's using a +4 weapon, if you keep it at +2. But most of the time you're going to be invading enemies who have a +1 or +3 weapon just because of your soul level. No one at soul level 25 or 30 will really have a +4 weapon. And also the Astora Straight Sword Raw has a pretty decent AR. I mean, you're going to match anybody who's using a strength or dexterity build at this level. So it's beneficial for you to do this. I keep a Blessed Castus on me because it's slowly regenerating my health, and it's a parrying shield that weighs pretty much nothing. So I'm able to keep my armor heavy and it doesn't affect me in any negative way. I also keep a Talisman +2 on me because I need it in order to use the Blessed Weapon buff. It doesn't really matter what talisman you use, guys. This one just has the highest spell buff at this soul level. so it gives you a little bit of extra damage with Blessed Weapon. But that's not really important because you're using the Blessed Weapon buff for HP regeneration. As for the armor I just wear whatever gives me the highest slash absorption while keeping my weight ratio under 70%. So your armor is really your choice, guys. Just try to keep your absorption as high as you can. Mine is at 20, but keep in mind I'm using the Prisoner's Chain, which lowers your damage absorption but gives you an extra 5 levels in Vigor, Endurance, and Vitality, which is worth it in my opinion. You get to wear heavier armor because of the Vitality and you get a higher health pool. I wear the Ring of Favor +2 because it increases my health pool, my stamina, and my equip load, again allowing me to wear heavier armor. I wear the Life Ring +3 because it gives me an extra 10% in my health pool, which I need because that is the center of this build. And I wear the Sun Princess Ring because it gradually restores my HP by about 2 HP per second, I believe. But add that to the 3 HP per second that I get for the Blessed Weapon buff and the 1 HP per second that I get from the Blessed Weapon infusion of my Caestus, and that's an overall of 6 HP regain per second. Which doesn't seem like much, but it adds up, guys. It definitely adds up. You are a walking immortal tank with this build, guys, I guarantee it. And that's pretty much it for the build, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and comment if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to make more build videos. And subscribe if you feel like my content is worthy. Again, thanks a lot, guys. Chase the Bro out.